Alzheimer's disease is not a normal part of aging, yet by age 85, it will affect nearly half of the population. This is not an abstract problem, it is a potential reality for many of us. The time to prepare and care is now. When we look to the future, do we want to be a society that leaves our wisest members behind, or one that cherishes their wisdom and ensures they live with dignity? According to Alzheimer's Association, by 2050, Alzheimer's disease will be doubled or maybe even tripled. Alzheimer's is a progressive brain disorder that slowly destroys the memory and thinking skills and eventually activities of daily life. According to the National Library of Med, this is the most common type of dementia. Half the people will experience abuse or neglect, and an even smaller number of these cases will be reported. It is up to our generation to change these numbers. We need to care for our caregivers through the idea of person-centered care, emotional and empathetic support, and societal responsibilities. Now, let's talk about the person, not just the illness. The first concept we will talk about is person-centered care. Person-centered care includes respecting individuals' values and preferences, involving them in shared decision-making, coordinating, integrating care, and providing physical care. According to CMS.gov, it is important that individuals' personal values, preferences, and needs are guided to healthcare decisions. Residents are active participants in their care, and their input is important in the planning process. Care is coordinated and integrated to reduce worry and stress and ensure a seamless planning process. We should focus this on the role of family and friends. One of the best ways to show empathy is to listen without judgment. The next concept we will cover is empathy and emotional support. The main points are core principles, practical skills, and development of empathy. It is important that the caregiver is present and listens to their residents by giving them their full attention. Validate their feelings and acknowledge their emotions. By giving their full attention, you show them that you understand them. Offer your full support without expecting anything in return or judgment. Also, avoid jumping to conclusions. Set aside your own biases to focus on the resident's situation in their shoes. Practical skills are also important. Try asking open-ended questions like, "Can you tell me more about that?" to encourage them to share more. Focus on connection to the problem rather than a solution. Oftentimes, these people just want to be heard and paid attention to, and your presence is more helpful to them than anything. By showing you care, you are giving them emotional support, comfort, and lastly, developing empathy. To develop empathy, practice self-awareness. To understand your own biases, they don't interfere with supporting residents, and recognize their emotional cues like body language, vocal tones, and other nonverbal signs. Engage with diversity and expose yourself to diverse backgrounds to broaden your understanding of others. Sometimes the older generations just need the younger generation's help. The last concept we'll be covering is societal responsibilities. The main points are quality and access, family roles, and community roles. Quality and access is important because elderly need care and help. By providing and delivering the best care possible, we reduce access to barriers, including cost and long wait times. And offer financial help and emergency care options regardless of their ability to pay. Prevent promotion by finding the best possible health decision. Family roles include planning for the future by finding direct care and support provided by the family. Caregivers give emotional support and aid with activities of daily living. Families should also support the caregivers with encouragement. The community includes neighbors, religious groups, and community groups. They help elderly by reducing barriers on the family and fostering them with a sense of belonging. We should work to end ageism by valuing the experience of elderly and treating them with respect. Now that we have covered the steps of caregiving, let's conclude. Though there is no such thing as a perfect caregiver, we can all strive to be one. We will all have someone who needs care one day through the ideas of person-centered care, empathy and emotional support, and societal responsibilities. Someone to trust, someone who cares for them, someone who understands them, and someone who can help them financially. Through our younger generations, we should all strive to be the caregiver they were once for us. To care for those who once cared for us is one of the highest honors, so cherish it.